tied the school record for touchdown passes. What did you feel like was working well at that event?
Everything. I felt everything was working. All the receivers just catching the ball, and I was really happy with the O-line, their blocking, and the run after catch from everyone. That was something that really helped us out this week.
Were you able to exploit something specific in their coverage? Did you see something on film during the week that you thought maybe you could take advantage of?
No, I would say just a change in my game, just kind of taking all the checkdowns. That's what kind of helped to lift to play the next play.
What did you make of T-Mac's one-handed catch at the end of the first half?
The one-hand catch was expected from him and Dorian, so.
How about this pass to you that you were able to catch on the sideline there?
Man, he should have threw it to me earlier. You don't go through.
Trying to score, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would have scored on that.
Jacob, what does it mean to get 3,000 yards?
That's something that I've been talking ever since I was a little kid with my mom. That's something I've always wanted to achieve in my college career. So now that I'm here, it's something that I kind of shared that moment with my mom after the game. I just went out with her. That's something we talked about for years. So very, very special that I'll forever remember for sure.
How would you describe the progress that you've made with Jaden and just kind of the overall chemistry that you've built from spring until now?
I guess me and him just got more of that brotherly love for each other. As the time went on, me and him both know we're joking pretty much 100% of the time with each other, but at the same time we know when to be serious when it comes to football and practice and stuff like that. So me and him have a very creative mind. So we come back, talk to each other about it, and then talk to coach about it, and then we just go from there and play football.
Jed mentioned that there's an extra layer of intensity at practice this week. Did you guys get that sense as well?
Oh, for sure. After the game, he said that we have a pretty good team coming in next week, and we all know that Oregon's a pretty good team. So we just got to push each other harder and harder for this upcoming week of practice, and then go out and play one of our hardest games so far.
Jake, when you first came in with the football, I know you weren't necessarily talking into the mic about it, but can you talk about what that football means for you to have in your hand, to have that as representatives of something for you and your family?
Yeah, so the reason why I brought this in here is something because I was just out talking to my family and everything like that. So I wanted to kind of share that moment with my mom. That I've been talking to her since I was maybe like 8, 9 years old. That's something I wanted to do at the U of A. So now that I'm here, I did that. So I kind of brought out the football, kind of shared that moment with her. We laughed, we cried a little bit, and just shared that special moment together.
Jade, can you elaborate a little bit more about what you were saying about checkdowns? Is that kind of coming from maybe in previous games where you were trying for something, a bigger play, rather than going for the throwaway or the checkdown?
Yeah. So you asked me what the checkdown.
Yeah, I mean, just like what were you seeing as far as like just if that's there, take it rather than try to force it?
I was seeing the open guy in the flat, so I was just throwing him the ball, and they were doing their job to kind of get like more than 15 yards, and they were doing their thing in the flats. But I mean, yeah, just kind of getting the ball out and not forcing it, just really just, okay, we got a next play. It's not 4th down right now. We got 2nd, 3rd, 4th down. So.
And was that something that the coaches brought up to you, or was that more that you noticed on film?
Both. Mm-hmm.
I know that last week is last week, but were you unhappy with those last couple passes against Cal?
Obviously.
Yeah. Is that kind of a lesson that maybe you took into this game when it came to taking those checkdowns?
Yes.
Yeah. The play that T-Mac threw the ball to you, Jed said that throughout the week you kept reminding him that you were the check down.
Well, I kind of was telling him that I'm the first option, so nah. But yeah, I wasn't checked out. But I was telling him, if that guy's covered, throw it to me. I'm open on that side. So like when I threw it, I was like, oh yes, I'm getting the ball. So I was like, throw me the ball. And I thought he was gonna run, and then he ended up throwing it to me. And me with the best hands on the team, I'm not dropping that.
Is that
Crazy. This guy is crazy.
Are you disputing this? He does not have the best?
No, not at all. I saw a little bit of a ball.
Turn off his
actually,
mic.
when he caught the ball, actually. So I don't know.
I caught it.
I don't know.
Jake, can you talk about the progression that Dorian's made this season and the game that he had tonight?
Oh yeah, Dorian, that guy, he's gonna be something special one day. The time and effort, how hard he works on and off the field. I mean, he spends hours and hours of just training. So just being able to see how he worked this offseason and now seeing how it pays off in the season, I mean, that's just something that everyone would love to look up to. I mean, he just has a tremendous work ethic, and I think that a lot of people should look up to him for sure, the years that he has coming.
JD, you had a pretty good receiving core up at Washington State. What stands out to you the most about this group that you have now?
They're really young, and as of now, I think everybody can come back next year. So we'll see how that works out.
Everyone's a little different. Like Jacob's really good after the catch, and Dorian's maybe a combo of T-Mac and Jacob. You can do both. T-Mac has the ball skills. Does that present like a lot of difficulties, you think, for defense? Just having all those different kind of guys?
For sure. Especially adding Tanner in that game too. You know him. It's going to be hard for a linebacker to run with him, especially with Tanner's football IQ. Knowing how to get open, knowing how to use his body when he got to go up and get it, and his hurdle, knowing that, okay, I need to protect my knee sometimes, you know. But yeah, I feel like it gives defenses a lot of problems, especially when the running backs are catching and the O-line is doing a heck of a job blocking.
One of the things that Jed mentioned was that you guys were kind of unaffected by the failure on 4th and 1, the missed field goal, that you just kind of moved on to the next series or whatever. Was that kind of the discussion or the mindset on the sideline?
Yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, obviously, we wish that we could have scored in that red zone. And I feel like everyone wishes that we didn't get that penalty and get backed up and miss that field goal, you know? But play the next play. That's what we've preached pretty much since I've been here. Play the next play, play the next play. You know, it's not over until the game's over, until the clock's in. 4th quarter, 0-0-0, so.
The first half wasn't quite over when you spiked the ball with 1 second left. Did you think you had it with 1 second? Were you pretty positive?
Oh, I knew.
One more question. So Kean Burnett is going to start playing a lot more now. What have you seen out of him in practice, and what kind of player is he?
Me or Jacob?
Both of you guys.
You can go first. You know, he's a young, I mean, he's an incoming freshman, so I think, you know, he just has a lot of growth that he has to, you know, kind of go through. I mean, as his years go on, but I mean, he's a freak athlete. I mean, just look at his size, look at like he's just an athlete. So I mean, he'd be catching footballs with one hand almost every day at practice. I mean, he does, you know, some just spectacular stuff. So I mean, I'm excited to see what he has moving forward in his college career, and also this season too. I mean, I think that now that he got his chance to step up to the plate, and I mean, just, you know, when your phone's ringing, you just gotta answer the call, and you just gotta go out there and play, and I mean, that's the position he's in right now.
And I would say it's just he just gotta get comfortable and the confidence in himself, and then I'll put that kind of burden on my shoulders. I gotta get him the ball and have him like, okay, I can do this, I can play, you know. And it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time, but I believe that it's gonna come fast. It's gonna come fast for him, and then, yeah, it's all uphill from there.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.